Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony with Local Brand Manager, and today I'm going to give you a brief walkthrough. Now I'm looking at the default dashboard for a demo account. The dashboard here is going to show you some basic information. You can see the UI that you have for any of your listing. Now over here in the drop down on top, you can see statuses coming directly from Google. You can see some of the GMB information right here, and you can also get access to a location RSS feed. We do have RSS feeds about the location in the Google account level. Now moving down to the tags input. A tag is multiple locations grouped under one label, so there you'll be able to group your listings together for use in the multi-location media uploads, as well as the multi-location post uploads. If you scroll down, you will see statistics that you can use for a month-over-month comparison. You can also export all of that information to a CSV. Below the statistics widgets is the calendar view that you can use to see any activity over accounts like scheduled reports, posts, photos, and geogrids. If you click the organization tab right here, you can add sub-users to your account. You can choose to add a sub-user as an administrator, which means they have access to all locations, or you can choose them to be a member, and that will be assigned to specific locations. Next, we have the edit section. This is where all of your GMB attributes are listed. They can be directly edited through the GMB API. You can come through any of these attributes, and you can also edit the time zone as well as the business subdomain. The next thing that you have the ability to do is sync and schedule your location media. So this is going to be your actual GMB profile images. You can add any of these categories right here, or enable fallback to additional category. Say you added a photo accidentally into your own category, it gets rejected by Google. When you have this toggle enabled, it's still getting published. It's just going in the additional category. You can also schedule it for a specific date and time. With three different post types, one is going to be the single post, the next is going to be the multi-location post, and the last one is going to be the CSV bulk upload. Let's go into the single post UI, and you can see that we have the standard, event, offer, and alert post types. You can add your content here. And we also have the spin text for generation option that is spinning out different information every time the post is scheduling out. You can also come here and click Insert Previous Post SERP URL, which will link directly to the previous post at the time of this post being published. If you do have a GMB business subdomain, you can add that by clicking here. And this link is going to link directly to your GMB business subdomain's post URL instead of this raw or naked URL here. Going down, we have the exact same image gallery that you just saw for your GMB profile photo uploads. And you also have the ability to schedule this post. Another thing that we have is the ability for you to record this post. So let's say that I wanted this to go out on Monday, maybe at 12 p.m. and I can record this post also. I could put a 7 here, and that will continue to recur and recur, or if I wanted it to go out every day, I could put a 1. Now the recurrent expire counts means how many times do I want this post to recur before it stops. So if I had this as a 7 and this as a 4 here, we're going to post on Monday 4 times in a row, and then this post would disappear and not post again. The multi-location posting functionality is the exact same UI. The only difference is that you'll come here and you will select your either a location, a group of locations, or a tag, and this post will go out to all those locations at the same time. The CSV bulk upload functionality is pretty simple. You're going to click on the tab, you're going to click on this view example and your view remote IDs link here, and you're going to import our example CSV into Google Sheets, and then you're going to take out all of our data except for the header rows. We have some example data in there, so you can see what you need to input, and then you go ahead and just click here, click upload, and you can click into the actual CSV itself. You can add your keywords and you can choose which search type you'd like to track. We have the Google Map Pack, the Google Organic Desktop, and the Google Organic Local. You can also choose the frequency at which you want those ranks updated. The other type of ranking that we have is our GeoGrid. There are 4 ways of creating GeoGrids. The first is going to be using the businesses that you have already added to your GMB. The second lets you find the business you want to run GeoGrid search for using Google search. The third will use the Google Places API, so you'll need to know Place ID. And the last one needs map URL that can be retrieved from the Google Maps. All 4 ways suit storefront businesses. But if you run a service area business, you can use My GMB and map URL. You can choose the grid size, the distance between the grids. You can have the grid directly over the center of the business, which is the default, or you can pull, drag and drop grid wherever you'd like. If you click Global Radio button right here, the search results will be generated via google.com, which is opposite to the local, which will use your local Google, for instance, .de if you are in Germany. Now let's have a look at the GeoGrid search. So it's ready, and we can click on any of these grids with numbers that show us the position of our business in this search. We also have GeoGrid widget that can be applied to your website for having a potential customer or client reach out to you, add their information, or run a grid. Once the GeoGrids are ready, you can send them together with some information about your agency. Now let's go to the Reviews tab. We also have the ability for you to pull in reviews for all of your GMB listings directly on our platform. You can choose to get notified on those in the Notifications tab, and you can respond directly from the local brand manager dashboard. Similarly, you can deal with your questions and answers. You'll see them come through, and you can go ahead and respond to them directly, or you can upload your own questions and answers as the listing manager with this bulk upload button right here. The last thing that we have is the ability for you to get notified on any attribute changes. You can get notified via email or SMS by simply toggling whatever you'd like here and scrolling down and clicking Save. Now that's it for your overview. We'll see you later, and thanks for watching.